Today's question: should we buy yarn from Temu? I'm Simon Henry. Stay tuned. I'm going to give you my thoughts. So I was having a little flick through the internet, as you do, and because of my usual searches, up keeps popping all this fabulous looking wool and yarn, mostly from China. So I thought, I'm going to invest in a little bit of that, and I'm going to see if it's really any good. So here's the advertisement that I saw from Temu, and this is what came. And on first glance I actually thought, that doesn't look too bad. So let's have a little look and see what actually we've got. This says top quality cashmere, first grade. It's 88% cashmere, 12% acrylic. The weight of the ball is 50 grams. I actually weighed it and it's ever so slightly under. It feels actually really nice, surprisingly. When I had a look on the advert, it claims to be equivalent to what we call in the UK DK or double knitting. It's actually quite a bit finer than that, I think. It's more akin to 4-ply, maybe actually even a little bit finer than that. But still, on first glance and for the money, I think this was about 10 quid for 6 balls, which, if it's what it says it is incredible value. So let's take off the label and have a look. It actually puffs up quite nicely. It's wound very well. I already had a look at one and tried to take it from the centre, and actually it was quite difficult to find. I do prefer to pull the yarn from the centre of the ball wherever I can. So yarn manufacturers, if you're listening to that, please take note. The first thing that came to mind is how soft it is. It's really, really nice. But as I was starting to handle it, I realised also how delicate it is. Can you see how easy that is to pull apart? So that, I thought, whoa, we're going to have a problem with that. So I knitted up a little swatch on 3mm needles, and it was actually very easy to knit with. It didn't break. So some of the balls that I've seen on Temu come with a separate ball or a cone of nylon that you actually knit with it, and I imagine that's because they've had some problems with the yarn being very weak. But certainly during its knitting, nothing fell apart on me, nothing broke. So again, I was fairly pleasantly surprised. I then put it through the ball winder to wind it on to a separate ball so that I could pull from the centre and see what happened if I put it through the knitting machine, with this being a little bit like 4-ply, and this is the result. I was actually really surprised at how it came out. It's incredibly soft. It really does feel gorgeous. There's plenty of stretch to it. As I pulled and give it a really good tug, nothing broke. Nothing broke while it was going through the machine. So all in all, I was actually extremely surprised. It came fairly quickly. It was just over a week. And like I said, it was 10 quid for 6 balls, which, if it is what it says it is, and to be fair, it really does feel like it might be, then I'm very impressed. So, recommendation on this particular one, I would actually say, yeah, go ahead and buy it. Do a tension swatch, see what patterns it will knit up to. Like I said before, it's much closer to 4-ply than it is double knitting. It would be interesting, and I might try it later on, actually knitting 2 ends together, and I think the thickness of that would resemble double knitting a little bit better, and just see what happens. Stay tuned, I'll keep you informed. So that's the first one of these little me looking at different yarns and giving my honest review. This hasn't been paid for by anybody else. It was bought with my own money, so I can give you a perfectly honest review. If you like the review, just like and subscribe, and that really does help out the channel, and I can bring you more of these reviews. I'm quite looking forward to spending huge amounts of cash, like I don't do that already, on yarn, and bringing you my honest opinions and honest reviews on it. So in the meantime, happy knitting, happy crochet, love as always, and I'll see you again soon.